all my groomsmen, they're all kind of spread around here, but we'll all recognize them tomorrow. But most importantly, too, I want to say thanks to my mom and dad here for getting this set up for everybody tonight. Yeah. How happy I am. Tomorrow I'm gonna be a husband. I can't wait. So, again, everybody, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks.
Everything here and everyone's for coming. And I want to thank all of my bridesmaids again, junior bridesmaids and flower girls, for being here, and my dad and Marina for everything you've done for the wedding. It's just going to be fabulous. Really appreciate it. My sister.
Yeah, she does.
Who has worked very hard, and sometimes things have been rough, like with the hotel rooms, but she's made this whole wedding experience.
This was a few years ago though, but just a few years.
Just a few, 3 exactly.
Tonight's very special for me, and I'd like to say a couple things. First of all, of course, it's Matt and Janae's evening, Matt and Janae's weekend, but I think, I've got everybody I love in the world is in the same general area. I normally say a room, but it's on a patio. And for my side of the family, this hasn't happened very often in life because we're so spread out all over the United States. I mean, we had people that came in from Pensacola, from just all over the United States. A lot from San Diego. We've got a big San Diego contingent here. So anyway, I just can't tell you how much that means to myself, Roxanne, and I know Matt and Janae. And the second reason that this is kind of a special evening is that 34 years ago, I met my wife, this lovely lady here in Lake Tahoe. And, we've been through a lot together. We've loved a lot, shared a lot, enjoyed a lot. We've had our ups and downs. But nothing really has surpassed the joy that we felt raising our 2 sons, Matt and Chris. And this evening, also welcoming into the family, Janae, who has really actually been kind of a daughter to us for the last 8 years. Thank you, Dan, for sharing her with us. We've taken a lot of nice trips together, haven't we, Janae? We've enjoyed it so much. And so it's been so special to me, I think, that you've chosen to get married in Lake Tahoe. Because I can say if you experience only half the joy that Roxanne and I have felt in our marriage and raising our family together, you'll be very lucky indeed. And I also can't let the evening go by without paying special tribute to 3 people that can't be here tonight. I hope they're watching, but my mother, who passed away last summer, my father-in-law, Frank, Roxanne's dad, and my Aunt Elva. This gentleman's wife for many years. And anyway, they would have been here. They love family. They obviously, let's hope they're watching. So, and then a third reason that the evening is very special to me is a very good friend of the family, Ray McPeak, who has known me for almost as long as we've been married, 34 years ago. When I was fresh out of the Navy, he gave me my first job and got me started in the world of business. So I guess you could say he's kind of been responsible for my business career in a sense. But he agreed to do the ceremony tomorrow, and I thank him for that gift. And thank Roxanne. I've had 1 beer. I'm saving the second one for when I get done with all this so I can drink that one too. And I thank Matt and Janae for suggesting it because it actually was their suggestion. So, and I also want to thank Ray's lovely wife, Kay-Ann, for doing so much for us to help with the rehearsal tonight and also with the wedding tomorrow. Appreciate it very much. Actually, Ray and I have, our business paths have crossed so many times over the last 34 years, and now we find ourselves business partners again. So as many of you might have guessed by now, he's not really a minister, he's a businessman. but he's assured me that tomorrow is very illegal. But he's performed this ceremony many times in his past, and he's assured me that tomorrow is legal. So, and then this evening is also special to me. I'll bring up something else that I just thought of in the spur of the moment, and that's because for the first time since I've been alive, I've gotten my cousins on both sides of my family together. And the interesting part about it is that they're all pilots. I'm the only man who's not a pilot. So we've got Jim over here, cousin Jim on my mother's side of the family, who just retired from Southwest about 4 or 5 months ago. Had a great party down in Southern California. Water cannons, the whole bit. This is what Vance and Norm have to look forward to. Then over at this table, on my father's side of the family, I have Norman, who's a captain with FedEx, and his brother Vance over here, who's a captain with Delta, and a couple of movie stars, actually. Many of you might not know.
Here, here.
Everybody at this table knows about this already, but they were in the movie Top Gun together.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
They were.
Yeah, that was great.
We got a projector. We're bringing out Vance.
You got that sucker freeze framed, you know. He walks into the ready room and says, "Good morning, sir." If you watch that movie again, you'll see my cousin Vance when he was a young lieutenant.
He's this one right
You
here.
can see Norm. If you look real closely, you can see Norm. He's drinking a beer. At the
mustache.
bar.
Yeah. It's a big reach.
But tonight really is Matt and Janae's night, and so I can't tell you how pleased we are, Roxanne and I, to hand off our oldest son to someone as beautiful as you, Janae. And it's just been a sheer pleasure sharing you with our family for the last 8 years like we have. And look forward tomorrow to making it all official. And likewise, we want you to know what a wonderful man you've agreed to share the rest of your life with. And Matt's been a sheer joy for Roxanne and I. Most of the time. And we'll still get to experience that as he develops his life and his family together with you. So I guess one of my regrets in life that I hope Matt will forgive me for is the fact that I never bought him that go-kart on Burns Court. I've carried this little guilt feeling with me ever since then. I've made it up to him in 1,001 ways.
Wedding presents.
Horses work.
Maybe that'll come for a grandson someday. Who knows, you know,
There you go.
so anyway, I hope that's okay, Matt. I never got you to go kart, but I'm trying to make up for it. So anyway, if I leave any wisdom with you at all, I just turned 60 in January, so I've got 60 years of wisdom. You know, it's going through life, business with, having known Dan as long as I have now, actually before today, as it turns out. And they just meant a lot to me. In fact, I'll recite one in particular about my son here, the groom. He probably doesn't even remember, never even realized it took place. Probably Roxanne doesn't realize it took place, but it's one of those moments in life that you just don't forget, especially if you're a dad. And this was probably when Matt was about 8 or 9 years old. I took him down to San Diego as a part of Sonoma Country Day School that he went to, and he had this counselor that asked him this question, and I was sitting there in the room, and he asked Matt, or she asked Matt, she said, "Who is it that you most admire in life?" And Matt just sat there with his little flat top and this big grin on his face, and he said, my dad. So, you know, you've got to be a dad to realize what that means. So that kind of helped me get through the high school years. I got warned not to say anything stupid that would embarrass him and his friends. And don't dress like a dork, Dad, because you'll embarrass me in front of my friends.
He was saying that way before high school.
You know, when he was like 7 or 8 years old, he got me through those times. So anyway, congratulations to both of you. May you have a great